It's the Yak Friday Night Pints crossover edition. It's brought to you by SLIQ. Look at these. This is the next evolution of alcohol right here. It's like your icy ice cream pops.
That's how there's alcohol in that?
Yeah, baby.
Warm summer day?
Right? Look, it's only 90 calories. Mine's blue raspberry. He's got the margarita. We've got all sorts of rum flavors. We've got pineapple. We got daiquiris.
We got mango margaritas. I've said this before. It's the perfect thing in the morning when you have a hangover.
It's very good.
It's just a little taste of alcohol, just a bit.
And you don't have to. It's almost like when when you're like
refreshing.
nauseous and you're chewing on ice instead of drinking because you don't want to throw up. You know what I mean? When you're hungover,
No,
you
I
just
don't
get a
have
little.
teeth that can do that.
You're not gonna have any teeth soon.
I
Period.
don't-
Like, at all.
cannot
His nipples
chew.
get too hard. He was just saying that his nipples get hard when his
Whenever
hair
he has
stands up.
like ice pops, he gets his nipples hard. So I don't know. Maybe SLIQ makes your nipples hard too. Perfect for your rooftop. You're out on the beach. You're at the pool. Anywhere during the spring or summer.
Sticking these in a cooler for the beach.
Imagine. Just don't let your kids get them. You know, 21 or up. Go get all the different flavors. SLIQspiritedice.com. You can get them delivered right to your door. It's brought to you by 21 Holdings LLC in West Chicago, Illinois. Must be 21 or up to purchase, like I said, and consume. Please drink responsibly, or in this case, slushy responsibly, icy responsibly. Put them in your freezer, put them in the cooler. Get out there and get your booze in your body through a SLIQ Icy. It's the next evolution, like I said. We got Rowan, Owen, Big Cat, and Lil Sass. It's the Yak Friday Night Pints crossover. How we doing, big man?
We're missing our Russian.
Yeah, I just kind of.
You can't be trusted, man. You can't be trusted.
I think we're gonna hire him.
I know you. You think you're gonna? You're definitely gonna hire him.
Well, I'm not gonna hire him, but I think I've talked Donnie into getting him as an intern. Because Donnie then, like, it actually works perfect. Donnie can just go to like Serbia and Yugoslavia.
Okay, so let me set the
bring
scene.
that dude with him.
About like 2 weeks ago, this dude shows up and he says he's from Serbia and he's looking for me because I had that whole thing where I was like fighting with the whole country of Serbia. And he's like huge, right?
He's
They said-
6'5",
people tell me
6'6".
it was like
Division
William
I
Wallace. They were like,
basketball.
he's 7 feet tall. I was like, who is this guy? I wasn't in the office that day. Left me a note on my desk. I was kind of like, okay, never talk to this guy again. Next thing I know, he's doing a full hour on the fucking Yak with you guys.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
okay, so here's the
Nipples
thing.
are
Oh my God! They could cut class.
Here's
right
the
now.
problem. Here's the problem with the Serbian, Russian, Yugoslavian, whatever he is.
So yeah, he shows up the next day and he walks on the Yak.
Yeah, he had two things going for him. One is that accent. He admitted it. He's like, whenever someone's like, "Hey, where do you think you're going?" He's like, "Is this a problem?" Like, can I go? And like people are like, "Yeah, go ahead."
At
And
that
then-
size with that accent, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, bro,
And
whatever
then
you fucking want to do.
Two, the Yak is the perfect show where I think I was looking and I'm looking at Nick, KB, and Roan, and they're all looking back at me. And we all think one of us is fucking with the other
Right.
person, so he could just be there forever. And we're like, all right,
And he was. Right?
when's this bid up? Like, who set this up?
This is the problem, and I don't know how you handle this. You live in a house of horrors.
No, it's
you
terrible.
live in a fun house with
It's
the Yak.
terrible.
That whole cast, there's 9 of you in there. I can't even be around. I can't be around KB or Nick. I can't be around KB and Nick. And you throw all you motherfuckers
Yeah,
in.
no.
I feel like I am constantly being laughed at. I'm constantly the butt of the joke. And I'm constantly being pranked. So I don't like
terrible.
hanging out with any of you.
Yeah.
And it scared me, make me feel uncomfortable.
That's what
and
put
now
me
you're
on
gonna get a
the-
giant Russian into the mix.
Yeah.
It's what put me on the offensive because they're always like, am I being attacked right now? So I have to start attacking people to make sure that I'm not the butt of the joke.
This sounds horrible.
Yeah.
I would check out of that
You're
life.
on edge at all times.
At all times, I'm ready to like fire back. I'm like ready to. Remember when Hank came off the wall on the duct tape and you just
Yeah.
ran over ready to punch him for some reason? That's me with the Yak crew. Just like, who wants it? Give me this fucking. Who's gonna make fun of me? You're all too young and you're all funnier than me. I don't like this.
It's a fascinating like world of because there's also like it's almost like Survivor because there's definitely like Nick and KB are
Sounds
always
horrible.
no Nick and KB are always in cahoots, but then Nick sometimes will fuck with KB. Like Ron and I have
They
an
turn on each
alliance. Sass is loosely related to Nick and KB, but he's not. Owen
Owen's
is part of
completely-
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
and then
completely
Brandon
related.
gets pranked all the time.
You might scare me the most.
Yeah.
He's the biggest wild card. I don't know enough about
Just
you
sitting
yet.
there
but you
quiet.
Just, silent assassin. Where I'm like,
I
don't know.
just pay Owen off because he like gets me coffee and I'll just hand him like $400. And be
Yeah,
like,
it's a good
"Here's
deal."
coffee," like, and I'm just like,
What's the most cash Big Cat's ever slid you for something?
I buy him coffee most days, and then he gives me about 200% of whatever I
but
spend.
it's also that's like a hey man, you have to have my back.
That's like the mafia thing almost.
Right,
It's paying for protection.
It's a subtle don't bite the hand that feeds
Right,
you.
exactly.
Keep feeding him. You have to just keep feeding him. at all
So
times.
are you now worried at all though that like Lil Sass is popping off on YouTube? next thing you know, he's
got
getting
that
like too
head
big
photo
for
up.
his
Well,
britches.
he's a star. I mean, Sass,
He's the king of New York.
we're living in Sass's world.
Not quite.
When he throws his head back with it, and he shows every tooth in his smile, you know, he's a star. Give it to us.
Look at that. You see that? He's like 22 teeth.
Bro, that is
The molars.
unbelievable.
How many teeth do you have?
30, I think.
Really? That?
And that's it? How many teeth do you
15 and 15.
Have you ever seen that picture of
I get that
a
lesson.
toddler's
actually-
mouth?
think
How
you
it's
have?
like
I
they
think it's
have all
something
their
like
teeth, and then on top of it are their like
Pushing them out.
adult teeth.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
pushing it
yeah,
out. It's
yeah.
fucking scary.
No,
So
they're
Chiefs.
not. I'm not interested in mouths.
I think that teeth are. I'm not interested in mouths. There's a
Mouths aren't, they're disgusting.
clip that. They really are absolutely
bullshit.
vile.
I heard cavities are contagious, and that fucking blew my mind about mouths.
Cavities
I
are
can't-
contagious.
That there's like a bacteria in your saliva that like.
So if I make out with Fights right now, I'm gonna get cavities.
if he has cavities,
Of course, he's Feitelberg.
I got cavities for
Is
sure.
Feitelberg alive? Does he have a pulse? He has cavities.
I used to get, I was telling a story recently, I used to get cavities like every day when I was a kid because my baby teeth didn't have enamel on them. So like every day I had to go to the dentist to get a tooth ripped out. It was fucking hellacious.
I've been to the
It was
dentist
an
for like
awful
3
living.
years.
I haven't been to the dentist. I have a fake tooth here that broke, so I went and like to get that. I have not done like a checkup.
Yeah.
I swear to God, 15 years.
really?
And because at this point though,
Oh.
I'm terrified to go.
Yeah.
Because it's like I do clean my teeth. Like I don't think I have cavities. I thought I had one like a couple weeks ago. The pain went away, so I don't know. But but I feel like if you go after 15 years,
No,
like,
it's
something's-
impossible. The only reason I went back was like a stoolie hit me up. Was like, hey, I'm a dentist in Brooklyn. Like, if you ever need, I was like, all right.
I need like
I'm gonna do that.
a confidant.
Yes,
Because if I go to a
yes.
regular dentist, they're
Right.
gonna be offended by
Right,
me. They're gonna be
right.
like, "What is this?"
I
You
can
know?
be like that person knows me, so I can be honest with them.
Right.
Whereas I go to like
Real
an old
doctors.
dentist and they're just like, dude,
See,
what
I'm
are
the
you
exact
doing?
opposite. If I do a stoolie dentist, no fucking shot. would
To
I
be
go
honest,
in.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
I was like, I wouldn't go to him. Like he's gonna tell people. Like he's gonna violate HIPAA law.
No, but
Feitelberg
nobody's
now?
telling you. Yeah, but what is he gonna
Like
tell?
Larry David with the fucking
What-
picture. Like
What
What
is
is
John?
it?
John, what is he
You-
gonna tell you? Your teeth are gross? Like I say that out loud. My teeth are gross. My gums are a mess. Like
Yeah.
all these things are public facts.
I feel like
remember
I'm
when
just
I
gonna
first
wait
moved to New York.
until I die of like mouth cancer. There's like something bad's happening in here until I'm dead.
Dude,
Otherwise-
that's the old story with Dave when we went to.
Remember the alien thing?
Yeah, when we went to LA. It was
I
me,
forgot about
Hank, and
that.
Dave. It was like 2013 or 14. We're sitting eating dinner, and Dave just in the middle of dinner just goes, ah! And we're like, what happened? He's like, I don't know, something just fucking died in my mouth. And then we're like, dude, you should go see a
Screamed
dentist.
in pain.
And then he like sat there in agonizing pain for like 10 minutes, and then he's like, all right, I think I'm good. And that he didn't see a dentist for that. That's the same thing that he went and got his tooth fixed like 5 years later. He never saw a dentist.
Do you
You
remember
finish your
the?
meal?
What?
Yeah, he
What
finished
is-
his meal. He never saw a dentist. And then he's like, oh yeah, I need a new tooth. Like 5 years later. He never saw a dentist.
I
What
feel
a
like-
sentence! Something just died in my mouth.
Yeah.
he just like stopped it and just, ah!
I think it got dev nested, but do you remember the alien?
Yes,
He had grown-
that was something different.
He
That
had
was like an abscess, I think.
He
right?
had, but it looked like a tooth almost that was growing like where teeth should not grow.
Yeah, it was in his tongue.
He like pulled his mouth back.
It
And it
was
was
under
like,
his tongue.
he was like, I have an alien growing in my
Oh,
mouth.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
This
This is
you know
why I
what it
don't do
was?
mouths.
It's yeah, don't fuck with mouths. It's just funny to think now though, like, you know, fucking Barstool Miami, Dave Portnoy wouldn't be out here being like, look at this fucking thing in my
Yeah,
mouth.
no
guys.
way.
This is gross.
No
It
chance.
was the good old days where it was like, look how gross we are, laugh at us.
Yeah.
Now it's like, do you think we're hot? Fucking Miami?
I think it would take a lot for me to actually like. I don't know what would have to happen for me to be like concerned enough to actually go to the dentist.
Dude, I'll tell you what
I
happened
think
for
it's
me.
extreme pain.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I can't chew on the right
No,
side
if
of my
you
mouth, so I
see-
use the left.
Like a root canal.
If you see brown on your teeth, like
Yeah.
I saw the back of my teeth, and it was like it was like stain, and it was disgusting.
Yes.
And that was like come to Jesus moment
Yeah.
for me. And I went in and I thought it was like it's gonna be like that forever. They're rotten. And the guy
Yes.
was like, no, we'll just clean that off right now for you.
I would
And it
go
was
and get my
very-
teeth
it was
cleaned.
Yeah.
definitely.
easy and fast, but
You what?
I would go and get my teeth cleaned, but I'm like think I'm over the point. Like I know I have 2 cavities. They told me,
And
I
it's,
never
no,
got them.
you
I
have
never
to
got
do
them
it.
fixed.
No,
Yeah, root canal.
It was
No,
3
no,
That's a
dude.
bad idea.
It was 3 years
Sass.
ago.
Oh, you're fine.
Sass.
Those teeth are dead.
I
You have
once-
dead teeth in your mouth.
Yeah, I
They're
once went in.
they're my wisdom teeth.
You
I have
have
cavities
to
in my wisdom teeth.
take care of it now because I once went in and I had 2 cavities on each side, so 4 total. And I went in And they're like, all right, we're going to fill these cavities. I got 2 filled, and I hated it so much. I was like, oh, shit, I have an emergency. I got to leave. I left in the middle of the dentist,
And you never
I never came back. And then I came back 2 years later, and they're like, they're root canals now.
Yeah.
And I'm
mean,
like, I'm a fucking idiot.
That is the ultimate, like, I think we all live by the idea of, like, that's a tomorrow problem, right?
Correct.
But you can't do that
Root
once
canals
you have a cavity,
suck.
bro. It's like,
I'm
it's just
I'm
going
not
to be...
go to the dentist.
I got a cavity filled in 8th grade, and I'm pretty sure they told me it was a temporary filling and to come back, and I just never went back. I still have it, yeah.
Bro, where were your parents?
Yeah, it's not a you problem.
Like, I still feel it in the back of my mouth.
That's like the
that's a
only,
big dude.
or the
Owen
only
just
time of
walked
your
out,
life.
blew himself home. I'm never coming here again.
The only time of your life you're supposed to actually like take care, like have things taken care of is when you're that young and your parents will do it for you.
If you were already giving up, it ain't
That's just
great.
the
Yeah.
worst method.
I did that with my car. I got in a car accident, and they fixed it like enough, and they were like, but you got to come back for like this one last part.
Nah.
And they're like, we have to order it though. It'll be like 2 months. See you never.
Yeah,
So
right.
now I'm definitely gonna turn that car in when the lease is up, and they're gonna be like, "Where's the chassis?" Or
But if
whatever.
it can drive,
I don't know, bro. It's somewhere in Jersey in this auto shop that I
it's
crashed.
like a fucking gallbladder, though. You can drive around
That's what I'm
without the
saying.
shit. It's like,
Exactly.
why
they,
even have it
They
there?
told me it works fine without it. I was like, so then see you never.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this
Why
is
is that
not.
even part of it?
I think pain in your mouth is easily the worst place to have pain
Yes.
because it's
Yeah.
constantly
Back
You
pain
can't eat,
sucks
you can't
too.
drink.
no
Yeah,
because
but
back
Back pain
for sure.
sucks.
Yeah,
back and mouth.
Well, back pain is like you know, you're like debilitated. But mouth pain is like you're just sitting there thinking like my tooth hurts, my tooth hurts, my tooth hurts.
and also you're constantly
You're always
irritating
using
it.
your
yeah.
mouth,
Chewing,
breathing,
talking,
chewing,
yeah.
drinking.
Or you drink some cold water and it's like
Yeah.
I think that's when you know you have cavities is when you can't eat without
Yeah.
pain.
The car thing is so true though, because I got a notice that like there was a recall part on my car. I was like, okay, not gonna do that.
Nope.
It's like, yeah, like 5 people have had their car like blow up on the
Who
side
needs
of the
brakes?
highway. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
my
I need it to
chances.
be like your car will explode or your car like the brakes will not work. Otherwise, I'm like,
I still don't think I'd take it in.
yeah.
Like, not my car.
There is no, yeah, I'll be the one. I'm good. I feel like I think Erica said it the other day. We've all said it for years now that like Barstool has the persona of like drunk frat boys, and we're all just kind of like internet nerds. I also don't think there's no like car guys here, right? There's no
No.
like macho
Chap's in that yellow
mechanic.
truck.
Yeah, I guess Chap's.
And he's the only one who can use a hammer, probably too.
That's what I mean. Like as far as handiwork and
I feel
mechanics
like
and
Billy tries to be like
Yeah.
rugged.
No, he
Yeah,
would
if
he
tries
is.
to
I'm
be
an
a man.
aspiring car like fan.
Yeah.
Like I my hobby is to think about owning
a
like
car?
multiple different types of cars.
See, I feel like that's gonna go by the wayside, man. I feel like eventually everyone just gets like a self-driving car, and it's like we're all just fucking getting
Yeah, but
carted
then
around.
that's when it'll be when everyone has a Tesla, it'll be cool to have like a 1970 Cadillac.
I feel like they're not gonna allow that. I'm telling you, man, this whole self-driving car thing is
No,
bad
I don't
news.
trust that at all.
Yeah, it's bad news.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I think it's gonna be like it's like a form of control almost. Think
I never
about
thought about it like that.
If
why I'm not getting a
I don't
vaccine.
think I can
you can't
have
get in your
trust.
car and just drive where you want to drive, that's a problem.
Yeah, I don't think I've had
I'm not
enough
even
trust
kidding
in a
you.
car.
That's a problem.
To be like falling asleep at the wheel.
Absolutely not.
But you
Like-
think it's just going to say no when you want to go to the supermarket?
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
can't
That's-
go.
No,
I
fatty.
don't fucking know, man. Like if
That
there's
would be
traffic,
fucking
then,
crazy.
you know, you gotta
Steakhouse.
go like
Aren't
this
you
way
getting
and
a
that
little
way to
fat?
the
Yeah.
That's what Bloomberg would do, right? He'd be like,
Yo,
yeah, you can't get food.
The
You're
greatest,
fat.
the
You want
greatest
large
move.
soda? Think again.
When Bloomberg hooked up a window unit AC to his truck, do you remember that?
No.
He put like a regular ass air conditioner in his SUV window. Had a fucking
I vaguely
had
remember
a
this now.
it was
Michael Bloomberg?
Yes.
The billionaire?
Yes. No, but it was great because it was spite. They were saying his carbon footprint's too big, he's driving around too much or whatever. And so he was either doubling down or this was like better environmentally, but he had an extension cord like running into
No.
Gracie Mansion and he had a fucking AC unit just sticking out of like the back of his Tahoe. It was amazing.
That's
billionaire
incredible.
with a window unit in his whip. I was like,
Psychopath.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's old
crazy.
school Barstool. Remember when Hank was running the AC just sitting on the floor?
No.
Remember Dave came down and Hank was just running an AC unit. It was sitting on the floor, not in a window. And Dave was like, this is just recycling the same
Air.
air. Like,
John thinks it's gonna work that way.
Wait, does it work?
no,
No, no.
I don't think
No,
So
so.
that would just be like a fan.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You need
Why does
to
it
like.
need the outside air?
I mean,
I thought
I'm
they were
not
just,
a
like,
fucking
kicking shit
scientist,
outside.
John, but I know it does.
My fucking bedroom has bars on it. And which doesn't make any sense because I'm not on the first floor, but it has bars on it, so I can't put a regular window in it, and so I have to have like one of those like
standalone things with the tube.
With a tube,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work for shit.
No,
It would be so funny if John was on like probation. He had to go to jail every night, and this is how he's telling us. Like, yeah, I got bars. I have to be home by 9 p.m. and I have bars on my window.
No, I only go to jail on holidays.
All right, so you're hiring this Russian.
I'm not.
He was
Okay,
here
but
for
you're-
like
He stayed
4
for a
hours
while.
after the yak ended.
Well, he
Just
had to
sitting
charge
in the
his
loft.
phone to get back to Buffalo.
We know where this asshole stands. Where does the rest of the yak crew stand on the 7-foot-tall Russian from Buffalo? You want him?
No, I have
that's
no.
a no.
He
I
was
have
so
no- Do you want
uncomfortable.
him?
Definitely.
Do you want him?
I don't think
No,
so.
no, wait. Hold on.
what
Let me
does KB and
explain.
Nick say?
If
I'm
they had
not
hired him, I
explain-
wouldn't care. Like, I
Yeah,
would never
right.
talk
That's
to him.
I don't want to be responsible for it whatsoever. But
When
I
he
wouldn't
brings
mind if he was
a machine
around.
gun into the office.
You want him to be like the Barstool bouncer.
No, I want
To stop
want Donnie.
other people from coming
Donnie
in
or
like he did.
KB and Nick should hire him. If he's actually like decent at whatever they need him to do, I think having a Russian in the mix would be funny. Don't
I mean,
you?
he knew a lot about
I just don't get
basketball.
why he lied about being Russian. Like, being Serbian's interesting enough.
Right.
And then he said he was from Yugoslavia, which was not a country even remotely close to
In the
that. He's
past,
like
like,
20-something
40
years
years.
old.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's
So-
because it didn't work when he went to KFC, and so he's like, all right, let me just try a different nationality.
right.
And he was going to cycle through. He'd be Jamaican the week afterwards,
He
our
did have-
Nigerian friend.
He had a good line. He said, Russian is entertainment 101 like peanut butter and jelly.
That's true.
Russian is entertainment 101.
Yeah.
Like peanut butter
But
and
like
jelly.
we were talking
Like
about
blue
like
jeans.
Am I the only one that doesn't? I mean, what?
we were
It's hard
asking
to
him,
combat logic like that.
Yeah,
we were asking him questions about Putin, and he was like, "I'm not going to talk about like our leader like that or something like
Yeah.
that." And he was like, "That
Yeah,
so
he's
that
like,
was
I
all
saw
I
what
wanted
happened
to."
with
Like,
Tammy Perenin, Panarin.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna.
What's
fucking
going on with him? Is he back?
He's back. Yeah, he came back a few weeks ago.
But is he like safe? Is it over?
He's always been safe. It's his family. I don't get why Russians, once you get,
Get
money,
the
get him the fuck over here.
out.
Your crazy uncle wants to stay there, fine, that's on
Yeah,
him.
but, like, get your mom and
immediate
your wife and
family,
your kids, yeah.
You move here now, so I can say what I want.
That is crazy. How about that house that that Putin lives in?
In Sochi?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the
God.
rooftop one?
Yeah,
yeah,
thing.
that is
The
crazy.
other one,
that
dude.
literally looks like that looks like the guy's house in like Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, someone had the tweet that I think it went viral, but it was perfect. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
you
so
stole
he's
that joke, bro.
Yeah.
yeah. No, he was like, oh, so he's a villain.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
But he also
So
has
what does
that
that mean,
huge.
by the way? So he gets in like an elevator and goes like 50 stories up to just get to the one floor you can live on, or can you live in that
kind
thing?
of sick.
There's
Oh, it's so
probably
sick.
What
like
happens
Wrong.
if
There's probably like a rocket ship on the bottom
To get to
part
the
that
top,
you
yeah.
can just it just ejects.
What happens
Yeah,
if you like?
Explodes, yeah.
What happens if you like light a like your bagel goes on fire or something?
That's
How
got to
fuck
be.
you
We're like
get out?
walking the dog.
Yeah.
Right, I'll be right back. I gotta
Go to the
hop 50
store.
stories down to just get outside for a
How's
second.
he rich? How's Putin rich?
He just takes all the money from the country.
Bribes?
Yeah.
He's just as rich
Yeah,
on
I
bribes?
think he's
Did he write a book?
Professional warlord, you know?
I think all the
arms
taxes
dealing-
go to him.
Yeah,
Really?
probably.
Yeah, he just gets to take whatever he
You know what?
wants.
That's
I
a
would
great
imagine the
question.
oligarchs have to give him a lot of money to
cash?
protect that.
Did you see the big one? So that one's obviously crazy. That like hunting lodge, I think is what he calls it.
The hunting lodge?
I think that's what he calls it.
Please,
but
dude.
the
That's Christian
What's he
Grey.
hunting?
the huge like mega billion-dollar, like multi-billion-dollar mansion that he's building is fucking wild.
Well,
you
yeah,
read about
so,
that?
So that's what I'm reading now. He has a $1 billion palace.
He has
I did
a
not know
whole
a house could
ice
be a billion.
rink under, like there's this big mound that just looks like grass, and there's an ice rink underneath it.
That motherfucker plays way too much hockey to be as bad as he is. He's,
Yeah.
he's like the rigs of
What are
hockey.
you talking about? Wait, what are you talking about? I
He's
saw
probably like Manny
you,
Pacquiao. They just like let him win.
dude. He
Right.
scored like
Just-
7 goals
Against the
when I
bear.
Yeah, sick.
Listen to this. So they listed that like officially he makes $133,000 a year.
That's what I mean. Like, how is he
the
rich?
Kremlin says that he lives $133,000 a year, and the apartment that he like lives in listed is just like a normal apartment.
So they
and then they
pretend
said
that $1 billion palace isn't happening?
Right.
Yeah,
So
no,
then
he
they
says
so
it's
the
not his.
Former advisor says that he's worth $70 billion. A hedge fund manager claims that it's $200 billion. So he would be like the richest man
he's
like in the world.
Bezos is fucking
And
pennies.
Forbes says it's. Oh, that's Bezos. So yeah, like anywhere between 133,000 and 200 billion. And then this article is like, and we don't know how.
They
So
poisoned
nobody knows.
the guy who like got drone shots of his big house and has done all the reporting. They like poisoned him. He can't,
I was gonna say, why would
he
you
has
do
like
Was that Navalny?
yeah, I think so. He's in Germany now or something.
No,
kind of
Navalny came
asshole?
back. He turned himself in on purpose.
wow.
To make a political statement, not something I do.
What?
Here's my thing.
Dude, just
I-
fucking like you can just like kneel during the national anthem. You don't have to turn yourself in.
That's what I mean. There's other ways to fucking.
Just make Mike Pence sick to his stomach.
Do you think how narcissistic and like stupid do you have to be to just be a single reporter, single guy, and think that you're gonna like stop Putin? Like now your whole life is at risk, your family's life's at risk. You got to turn yourself in. You got to do this, you do that. And like you were ever gonna you were ever gonna stop Putin from being a 200 billionaire?
No, I would
horse
make
is
my
out of the
political
barn, folks.
statements from a country that wouldn't extradite. Yeah. I'd just be like, I'm gonna hang out here.
But
And
okay,
say he's a
flip
bad
side
guy.
of that though, it's got to feel pretty awesome to like be a single guy who bothers the richest man in the world that much. Like you are in his head, like rent free in his head.
There's
That guy's
there's
living.
also a chance he doesn't even know about it.
No, are you serious?
Yeah. He's probably got people that
Dude,
are just like,
Putin
oh, we're
knows
gonna-
about
No,
all of
he
his
knows
enemies.
You
about
think
it.
Putin's reading the comments?
No, he definitely knows. Yeah.
Navalny's sitting in jail right now, like a Twitter troll who's like, got you to respond though.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Putin's not even that rich. He's like, I'll fucking buy a fucking mansion on top of a
Yeah.
fucking mountain.
I do think that guys like Putin and guys like Trump you can get to them, and they will
Yes.
do things like,
Yeah.
all right,
You need
I'll
to-
make a villainous fucking hunting
I'd
lodge.
be
in
Yeah,
the-
dude, he's
surprised if
triggered.
Putin even like has a phone.
What?
He probably just has like a home phone.
I do understand that side of it too, though. Where it's
Right.
like I don't know if he's just like dicking around on Twitter.
what does he
but I
do
think
all day
knows-
then?
What does anybody do all day?
That's what I
You know
mean.
He
what I
like,
mean?
That's
rides,
what
he like
Guys
rides
do.
horses and shit. There's like,
Yeah.
have you seen the picture of him shirtless riding the horse?
It's just for a picture though. It's for the gram.
No, I don't think. I don't think. For
Could
him,
you
I
imagine?
think
Does
he's actually
Putin have
doing it.
Instagram? He's just like at Putin. He's just like getting these
That'd be
likes off.
fire.
You know?
That'd be incredible.
Like imagine being the chicks who got fuck Putin. They must just like cycle in.
I doubt he fucks.
You don't think Putin?
You couldn't be more wrong about everything.
Vladimir Putin will fuck you, bro.
He probably has. I wouldn't be surprised if you take his pants off and there's just
No
nothing
dick.
there.
It's like a Ken doll.
What is that?
With the no dick.
Yeah, that picture.
What?
Have you seen the picture of him with no dick?
Who?
Me.
Sass.
It was
Let
to
me see
combat
it.
the
You've never
big
seen this?
nipples
No.
picture. He's trying to put out misinformation
Pull this
because he
up.
actually has
It's-
big nipples.
I don't have the picture. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
just it's somebody just
someone
tweeted, like,
replied
today.
to one of
Show
my
us your
tweets.
nipples,
Yeah,
It's like
Nipple
a year
thing was
old.
fucked up.
If you have the dick, show us your
the
nipples.
dick thing is weird. Trust me. That made me. Your Twitter makes me so uncomfortable, bro.
That picture is like a year old, and I took it in my dorm, and I removed my penis on Photoshop.
Wait, were you?
I mean,
were you
first
actually
of all-
standing like pantsless?
yeah.
See,
I took it on Snapchat, and I got the memory like a couple months ago.
Of your actual dick?
Like it was like Snapchat memories, and it was just a picture of me with just my dick out, like standing with all my clothes on.
I
in my
think I
bathroom.
I would be way too nervous that you could like undo the Photoshop
I
or
would
something.
take that
like
10
like
million
I
times.
would post
Oh,
it
you
and
would
then
like take away like the black bar or
like
stuff like that?
yeah, like somebody can like revert it back, and then you're just standing there with your dick out. Hang on, this picture is. I think it's in your
hilarious.
mentions of like one of your latest tweets.
It was
It's
in the mentions of my
horrifying.
last video.
Here it is. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
absolutely horrifying.
Oh my god. What's wrong with
But look at your thighs though, bro. You've been fucking hitting those Romanians.
college seemed like a blast for you, Sass.
Yeah, what do people think of you from your college?
I mean, that was.
Wait, how you graduated or no?
No.
No, he's
Oh, he went to-
he's actually still there.
Yeah, so wait, what year would you be in right now?
Sophomore.
Okay, yeah, so you went for like a semester.
Yeah, I was there for like 6 months.
Were you like, I mean, obviously your Twitter was popping off at that point. Were you like known in college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bitches wanted you.
Around
guys
around
jealous of you.
campus.
Sass walks
Twitter
into a
era.
party. What happens? Break it down to us. Paint the picture.
A lot
What's
of
the scene
pictures.
like?
A lot of pictures with me.
Pants flying off.
Yeah. No, I
Your
mean it
pants
wasn't
with
anything
no dick.
crazy. I kept to myself.
What about now? Yeah, I do it
You
myself.
don't say.
And there's not really much now. It's like
So wait, by the way, this picture, it was like a timer or some
yeah,
shit?
self-timer.
Oh, that's-
People would always be like, "Who takes these pictures of you?" And it's like obviously no one's like obviously I'm not having someone take the picture of me.
I would come in here.
Imagine that.
Yo,
like,
can you grab this
alright,
pic?
Just right there. Just make sure my dick's here, okay?
Yeah.
Are you gonna Photoshop this out or?
What's weirder, that picture or like the KB 2-liter bottle picture?
I still I can't believe that's real.
The KV 2-liter bottle one is weird because that was like completely serious and not an ironic picture. At
He was
all.
trying to go pop off on
that
Vine.
was a thirst trap.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No,
he was
was-
making a joke the same way you were making
Yo,
a
he
joke.
was doing a Vine.
He was just
No, I
at a
don't
different
think he
level of it. It was
was.
only for like 7 Vine likes.
Dude.
Has anyone ever seen because it was a video, right? Not a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I
Have
mean,
you ever
it's like
seen
6
the
seconds.
video? I've never
No, I want
the
to see
video.
the still shot.
I think he's
so
thrusting.
He jumps,
right?
or he like jumps into, he like jumps behind it or something like that. He like leaps and
Like-
like lands behind the Pepsi.
He had to have been a different person then.
The video of him like making out
He's
with
a
the,
wrestler. He's in the locker room. He's
There's
like
so-
fucking naked with dudes.
the video of him making out with like the 50-year-old lady at
Yeah.
the concert is fucking insane.
His
Hilarious.
Venmo profile picture is him making out with a different old woman.
That was like your shtick for a while.
Yeah.
And just go out and make out with old chicks.
There's so much good comedy that's just lost on Vine. Like,
Yeah,
it was
I know.
the
Yeah.
best.
I don't understand why like if I was rich right now, I would be like, Vine's coming back.
Yeah.
Because
Didn't Twitter just buy it though?
I think
Twitter's
something like
always
that.
Alright, well, whatever. I would just make
yeah.
a 6-second, I would just make Vine again because
just-
it was the only platform. Everyone hates like every platform that's out there, and the one that people loved got taken away.
Right.
Makes
Yeah,
no
but I
sense.
think it was something with like people like weren't like they didn't pay anyone similar
Yeah.
to Twitter, but like
That was the beginning of like
yeah,
the
people were
the
like
hype
blowing
houses
up, and that's
the
when they would
T10
just
and
like
all that,
they would just like switch over to YouTube because
That
like, why
was-
would I post on this?
right.
That was one of the first times where, and I like Logan Paul now, but
Oh, you went nuts. I remember that blog.
I fucking hated it.
When we found out they were
It-
making like 150K a
It
week.
was, it was not a week, Kevin. Not a week. It was a 60-minute special on influencers and stuff like that. It was like Logan Paul, Kim Kardashian.
And at this point, Logan's like 18
Someone
probably, right?
else,
It was
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah. He was filming a Dunkin' Donuts Vine. 6 seconds, all it can be. And it was like someone throws him a coffee and he like falls and like starts drinking it. And then he just gets up and there's like one take and he goes, that was 250 grand. And I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That was like 2017, right?
No, I think it was like 20. I think it ended in 2016.
When did
I
we
think-
move here? It was like the first year we moved
I think
here.
it was like 15, 16, yeah.
It was. I was.
And that because that was like the very
young.
beginning of when I think they did their first house, the Team 10 house and all that shit. It was when it like this whole era started.
Apparently,
And-
there's like some street in LA that like every single like Vine star lived on for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Why don't you go live in one of those houses?
I would rather
I
kill
remember-
myself than do that.
You don't want to be. What if you were the leader of the house?
No, I don't want to be in a house with a bunch of people who make videos. Like that
Why?
would be
Because they're
miserable.
funnier than you?
No.
You just
no,
want to work in a job with a bunch of people that make
Well, imagine
videos.
if we all had to go home together.
Yeah.
You do. You live with Owen.
Yeah, you
Me and Owen,
You do know what you're
talk
talking
to each other
about.
like 4 times a day max.
Owen
at our
sleeps in your
house.
bed.
That's only on special occasions. Like this weekend, I'm heading out.
I
He's
know-
sleeping in my bed.
I know you were. YouTube's going well for you now, right?
I don't know.
Because
I
I know
mean,
you were very mad when like TikTok was popping and you were not. You were not.
I
popping
wasn't?
On TikTok. Yeah. Sass was just like, "Fuck TikTok, man! Like, come follow me on Twitter." I think your exact line was like, "Why would I do TikTok? Like, I'm not good on that. Just come follow me on Twitter." I was like, "Yeah, well, yeah, we have to. I don't know."
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, TikTok, I just don't think I'm ever gonna like blow up on, like really blow up on
You have
it.
love-hate with it, though. You just need to try different things.
No, I just
What's
don't.
funny is like when the YouTubes work, short, obviously the length
Yeah.
matters, but like it works on YouTube and it's not working on TikTok. It's like I do 1 Minute Man on Instagram, it's great. On TikTok, doesn't work. On
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't work. It's like, what the
I mean, I think
just
it's
fucking
more.
watching people.
I think it's more just like I'm still gonna post stuff on TikTok, but like I'm only gonna post stuff that I make for like YouTube or Twitter. Like yesterday, I posted a video and I shortened it down for TikTok.
Right.
And like I'll do that, but I'm not gonna like really unless I have an idea. I'm not gonna like go out of my way for TikTok.
Do you do TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a good TikTok,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
I was
Rowan's
gonna say you
TikTok's
you,
really
you did
good.
Well,
the
I've just been doing it since the year
shanty
started.
thing and
Since
all
to
that.
like start doing
How many
TikToks.
followers you got?
Like 100 something.
Yeah.
130 maybe.
Right. I mean, once you get to like 6 figures, you're fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
TikTok was the one thing everyone was like, bro, everybody gets followers, and I was like,
I
"No,
posted
don't."
one.
Didn't work, and I'm
Didn't
like,
work.
never
I was like,
mind.
fuck this.
It takes so
Done
much
with
time.
it.
There's just some people though that
Alright.
like they go like from like 0 to 100 so fast.
Right. But like, why not me? Why not the 36-year-old white guy?
36-year-old white guys do it though.
when do you think? I had like an epiphany the other day where I was just thinking like we all keep signing up for every app.
By the way, did you see what
Right.
fucking speaking of new apps? What Twitter offered to buy Clubhouse for?
No.
4 billion.
And they say no?
And I think they said no. And
now
it was
Twitter,
just
like, has
okay,
its own
we'll
club.
do.
We're gonna just do it ourselves.
Yeah.
You dumbass.
And then they just got it for
That's
free.
like-
Yeah,
By
like,
just
all right,
making
we're
their
just
own.
gonna-
How do
you
you
didn't
not-
invent audio, so we're
Right.
just gonna use audio on our app.
How do you not learn from Snapchat's mistake? Remember that? They turned down like $1
Seriously.
billion and now they're worth like.
I'm gonna
Hundreds of
double
millions?
check that just so I'm right, but I'm pretty
But
sure.
what were you
I'm
about
right.
to say? You're having the epiphany that you're doing
I-
every single new thing.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't think that's realistic. Like,
No,
like hopefully we all keep doing this for like 10, 15 more years. Like we're young, you know. I can't be on like 10 apps.
No.
You know, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. I gave TikTok a shot. If there's another thing and then another thing, and it's like no. I
See,
refuse, you know?
yeah.
It's like when you were a movie star back in the day, you were like, I do movies, I don't do TV, I don't do plays, I don't do, you know, you just pick your fucking lane and do it. Because I think it's just crazy.
The Cam who works here, who's very good, he does like all of my TikTok. Like I've never been on the app, but I'm on there.
Do you have a lot of followers?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, I feel like
He just literally makes them. Like he
How
makes
many-
them.
check-
Does
check
he
how many
make them?
followers
Does he come up to you and be like, do this?
No,
or does
no.
just,
He
like-
like takes clips
does
from
that
part
work?
of my take. I think so.
Because I feel like that works to an extent, but to really be like on that app and influence, it has to be like you're using it.
People
you know what I
have
mean?
showed me like there was one guy. You know that it was going semi-viral. The girl was like, "Why would I flirt with him?" That one.
And the hot dog thing?
Yeah, and then it was me like stuffing my face with hot dogs. I don't know. Cam must have made that,
Yeah.
and I think it did really well. I'm like, good job. Like,
Yeah, I saw that, and
Right.
it was like, I was like that. Wow, it's like a good one by him because
Right.
it was like, there's no way you just filmed that on TikTok.
No, that was like 2 years old. So it's
Yeah.
like basically just use
Old
anything
footage.
I've ever done and just.
I think as long as
do
it
it.
looks like it was maybe made recently. Like
Right.
I feel like if it's just like we took a 5-minute video and chopped it down to 1 minute, people like know that and they don't want to watch it, whatever, 15 seconds. I feel like if you're using it, that's when you blow up. But here comes Frank sauntering in. You created a monster.
I can't even
You created a
find
monster
it.
with Frank.
What do you
All of
mean?
you. This whole crew has given that guy so much attention, and now he's a
We
monster.
love him.
He
I love
is
him.
a runaway train.
He just comes
of
over and
arrogance
just
and
talks.
narcissism now.
I saw him.
Because the yak is like, Frank, say this, say that. Every time I see Ron, he's just like,
I don't even do
I'm his
cameras,
cameraman.
dude.
I'm his cameraman.
I saw him after the Met game. He was back in the office last night. I was like, "Oh, I saw you saw some
yeah,
fans."
yeah.
He goes, "I saw a lot of fans."
yeah.
He says, so we have on Saturday is the first Barstool at the ballpark. COVID problems, we're supposed to have like 300 people, now we can only have 100 people, and they also aren't comping anybody tickets. So usually we're there, but they were like, that's 3 more tickets that we could sell to the fans, whatever. So Frank says to me the other day, he's like, what's up with the tickets? And I'm like, yeah, you know, like COVID, and I don't think we're gonna go. And he was like, well, we should be there. Like he was like, I have to be there for the people.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
they're
They need to see
expecting
me.
He is
you know?
the
Yeah.
king.
I was
I mean,
like,
you
I
have
don't know, buy your
tickets?
fucking ticket.
He must have season tickets.
He has like
He
a,
did, like,
a
yeah, I
limited
know.
package.
Weekend.
He,
Yeah, like
listen,
20 Saturdays or something like that.
Frank and I are like actually friends. Like, there's cameras not even on. Roan watched it. He came over and talked to me about the transfer rule in the NCAA today for like 5 minutes. There were no cameras.
Yeah.
We were just chatting it
No,
up.
Jeff D'Lo said that like this was like a couple months ago. I think you were in the conversation 2 fights. He was just like, he kind of did it in a way where he was like, well, we're just friends now.
yeah.
Like the bid is over. The
Yeah,
joke
no.
has ended. We're just coworkers and friends.
We just talk sports.
like he's gonna be at the barbecue.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
He
No,
is
we-
good at just having an unbridled sports conversation.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
if
You
you don't
wanna
want to
talk
have any
sports?
nuance, not for any cameras, like
Right.
he'll just chop it up with you about.
that's what he was doing for 20 years when
Yeah.
he was just blogging to nobody.
I watched
that
yesterday.
still
He
is-
posted it last night. He posted at like midnight some like really really old baseball video of him like interviewing baseball players at MSU, and he's like. It's just like the oldest. It's like gotta be like one of the first videos ever recorded. You can like barely even
It's
see
in black
him
and
in it.
white.
Yeah.
When someone's under like a drape.
When he did that interview at, I think his college, and he just had an Asian guy pretend to be Chan Ho Park.
Chan Ho Park,
I mean,
yeah.
that's and what's funny is like, if you were to do that, I'd be like, if PMT did that, I'd be like, this is fucking hilarious. He was just doing it. I
Yeah,
think, like, he's
no.
like, well, we can't.
It was
interview
for
the
like
real
a
Chan Ho
school
Park, so let's
project.
go
Yeah.
I mean,
he had fake Channel Park showing him different grips on the ball.
My favorite Frank clip is when he was on Big Brain, and they're like, "How much money do you need?" And he's like, "Cool,
Yeah.
at least $1 million, probably."
It's a
Frank, is that a wild guess? Yeah, it's a wild guess.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious.
He's a special one. He's an absolute special one. And that's that. See, I feel like that's why you want a Russian. I think you want to like recapture another.
Yeah, just
Frank.
have it. I mean, just
But
have
I
an
really feel like guys
eclectic
like
crew.
Frank are like truly one of a kind.
Yeah,
you
oh
know?
yeah.
And
Frank
you're
is
saying
one
that
of
if
one.
we have the Russian in, that it's going to create a bad precedent that anyone who strolls in and
No,
is like remotely
well-
weird looking.
Yes, unless the Russian is hired to be a Barstool bouncer and stop those people from
So
coming.
he's the
in.
last
He can be
one.
the first and last, and that's it.
But no, I disagree
I don't
with you
think he'd be
because
the first. I
how,
feel we've got those before.
yeah, how
That
many
get
Russians
hired though
though?
from just walking in?
I feel
People
like so. Maybe
walk in and
not.
get on camera
No,
and shit.
people
but-
don't walk in and get hired, but he's Russian or Serbian or wherever the fuck he's from. How many of those, like, he clearly has a unique thing.
Yeah.
He's not just an average, like,
That
if
he's
he was an
faking to be
average
Russian, guys?
No,
Yeah.
I
He's
watched the
Buffalo.
tapes. if he was just a regular dude who walked in, we wouldn't even have had him on the yak. Like, he was.
Yes, we would
He was a
have.
freak.
We had no idea that he was Russian
Yeah,
until he came in, and then we
maybe.
were all like, you were like, oh, we all thought he was faking his accent for the
Yeah.
first like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We just knew he was 6'8".
Yeah, we were like, who's this? And
His,
then
good
by
enough.
his
the-
size has varied. He's like fucking Paul Bunyan now.
Yeah.
Like, he's got legend size.
Yeah, that's to say,
Tall
he's
as a
not
mountain.
Willie
stood up, I
Wallace.
was like, he's kind of tall.
He's shooting fireballs from his ass now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. All right, it's a little short edition here of Friday Night Pints, but shout out to the Yak Crew. You can listen to them every day at 1 o'clock. Make sure you get your slicks for the
Slick.
summertime.
Delicious.
Slicks.
We've got rum. We've
Tell
got,
you what,
we've
put back
got
3 slicks. I feel pretty good.
And it was
coconut
yeah.
daiquiri, we got a pineapple daiquiri, a
about to
strawberry
have another
daiquiri,
one.
we got blue raspberry margaritas, we got all sorts of different flavors. Go to SLIQspiritedice.com. That's SLIQ with a Q, SLIQ, spiritedice.com. Find out how to get SLIQ for the summer. And shout out to the Yak guys. Go listen to them. See you guys next week.
Sir.
What you doing, Mitch?
Oh, just watching a little KFC Radio on YouTube.
Are you subscribed to our channel?
Nah, it's not my thing. I don't.
So you're watching the videos, but you're not subscribed.
Yeah, I love you guys.
But not enough to subscribe.
I don't know where the button is. It's.
Do what you do.
Fucking subscribe!
Kevin, hammer.
Fucking subscribe.
What happens to your fucking laptop?
This will be new to people who don't subscribe! Ground and pound, ground and pound.
Fucking subscribe.
I need a new laptop.